Hey everyone, I'm coming on to work on a project using the tags that I received from Brian. This is part of my 1200 YouTube subscriber challenge giveaway, and this is me working on recreating what Brian sent me. And he sent me these two really pretty tags, and he did message me on YouTube and did tell me that this was all made from Maggie Holmes paper from a card making kit. So I do not have any card making kits for Maggie Holmes, and my goal is to use my garden party paper that I've already had cut down from this is the 12 by 12 pad, and then I have a garden party 6 by 8 pad here. And the background paper that he used has some gold foiling detail in it. On here, you can see it. And on this paper background also. So I am trying to recreate these using the ideas from these tags. So there is some paper in this collection that has some gold foil detail on it. And I got all my scraps. I have to save all of the scraps because there's a lot of little things you can make with those scraps. So I did look in here. This one here has a lot of the gold foiling detail on it. So that one would work. I think there's 2 or 3 in here. These tags in here have some gold foiling, but I'm not going to use those probably. And this one back here with the animals on it, that one's super cute. And then this one also, that one's really pretty. I think that was only one. Oh, okay. And I've got this one. All right, so I am going to decide which paper I want to use for my background. There's 2 different styles here, so I will probably pick 2 of them. And I'm going to cut those out. I'm going to pick out the tag die I'm going to use. And then I will come back on and we'll work on the embellishments and the chipboard that's in the middle of these. I have to pick that out as well. And I'll show you on camera how I put these tags together once I pick out my paper. And I also need to look for some embellishments. So I'm going to do some of that off camera. Then I'll come back on and I will work on putting these together. Okay, so I looked through my digital collection for Maggie Holmes and I did not have anything resembling a peacock. So this is from I think the Marigold collection, and I believe this is a pheasant, I don't know, or a dove. This is from the Marigold collection ephemera pack. I uploaded this to Cricut Design Space and I printed 4 birds out, and because the birds on the tags that Brian sent me are layered, I am gonna play around with layering these. The one on the very left here, I made like a 1/4 of an inch bigger than the other 3 so that I can use that as a background piece on the one tag that has a double layered peacock, and the bottom layer was just slightly larger. So I am playing around with this to see how this turns out. So I'm going to push the button and I'm going to send this to my Cricut to print or to cut. Here we go. I've only done this one other time, so okay. Here we go. If you've never done print to cut on your Cricut, it is a pretty awesome tool. I don't know how the feet are going to cut out, but we'll see. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Okay, I have to start over. Hang on, let me go back. Make it. Customize. Yes. Okay. So we're already here. Okay. Print then cut. Okay, continue. I've already printed. Connector Explorer. Okay, it is connecting. Okay, so let me go back down. So now I need to press the load button. Okay, here we go. I rarely use my Cricut, so this is, it's on the edge of my kitchen counter. Sorry. Okay, so now I have to hit the Cricut button. I think. There we go. I just didn't have it in all the way. Okay, so it's gonna find the corners. Hopefully. Last time I tried to do print and cut, it looked like it needed to be calibrated, but hopefully this will work better. And once this gets going, I will fast forward through this part so you all are not watching this too long. Okay, it looks like it's done. I'm gonna push this button and I'm gonna remove these from the mat and we'll get on with our crafting. So I finished cutting, I print and cut these out on my Cricut and I'm gonna hopefully be able to get them off of here. Last time my cardstock really stuck to this. So I'm gonna, let's take the background off. Gosh, I should have probably planned better so I could use the rest of this paper, but I'm just working on this one project right now, so that's how it goes. So I'm probably just gonna throw that away. Next time I will do better. Let me clear this stuff out of the way. Don't want to ruin anything. And okay, yeah. Attempt to get these off of here. Don't want to ruin them. Okay. There's 1, 2, perfect. The last time, I think I might have used a regular piece of cardstock and it didn't work very good. Okay, so here are my birds. So I cut 2 out. Let me show you my sample here. This one has a layered peacock. So there is a piece in the back. It sticks out a little bit over this one. So I cut this one out, I think like 1/4 of an inch bigger than the rest of them. So my plan, we'll see, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and layer these up. There'll be a little bit of color maybe showing, I don't know. So that's my plan for that one. And then this one only has 1 layer, so I probably only need 1 of these extra birds. So that's my plan to create this piece here. So then I'm gonna, now I'll cut out my tags. I'll look for the tags. I've got lots of washi. I've got a lot of different colors of washi. So depending on what my pattern paper is, I end up using, I will pick some washi out. I don't have anything with the rounded edges, so I'll have to improvise with that. And then I'm gonna pick out my pattern paper, something that has some gold detail and that will match my little birds here. And then I need this piece with some hearts, some jemmies, and we'll get to decorating. All right, so I went through my tags and I think I'm gonna use this one here. This is a ZF Party. It's a Christmas tag set and it's got nice stitching detail on it. So I'm gonna use this one here that comes with the set. It's gonna be a little bit taller than the sample of the one that Brian sent, but it's pretty close. And my bird is a little taller, so I like how that's gonna look in there. Okay, so I'm gonna use this die and I'm gonna pick out my paper. So I'm gonna pick out 2 different styles. And let me see how this green, that green is not gonna do it. Oh man, I could use this one. Oh, that's gonna be the problem. That one is an option. Don't really have too many options. Or this one, I could. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this one out and then the blue one. So should I do the blue one? Or maybe this one. This one would be okay. These aren't great with these colors. I didn't even think of that when I was printing this bird out. Maybe I'll add the gold metallic detail in some other way. I'm gonna use this one for the other one. Okay. So these have 2 layers, front and back, and then there is a layer of thin chipboard in the middle or cardboard. So I'm gonna cut 2 of each of these out. And then, all right, let me. So I'm gonna do this with my little Platinum Scout. And I love this little die cutting machine. It's great for not having to get up and go over to the Big Shot Plus to turn on. Okay. There's one. All right, I'm gonna cut the rest of these, then I'll be back. Okay, I've got some scraps. This is maybe not quite as thick as what he used, but it's pretty thick. So I'll cut 2 of these out, and I forgot about that. I had to do that, so I gotta get my tag back out. Okay, so there's those. I've got 2 of these, 2 of these, and then 2 of the little chipboard that I'm gonna put sandwiched between the 2 tags. And on here, now on the back of these are the same, but on the front side, they're different, which is fine. I think maybe I'm gonna mix it up, and I'm gonna make each of my tags, the front and back will be like this. Then I'll decide if I'm gonna use maybe one of each or both the same. I'm gonna glue these together. like that. And then I'm gonna glue these together. So let me get my glue out, put my samples over here. I've not used my glue today, so it probably needs cleaned out there a little bit. Actually, I haven't used it for a couple days. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I've got my 2 tags made, and they got the stitching detail and Brian's tags. Well, this one you can't see it, but there is stitching detail on here all the way around from the die set. And here's my 2 tags if I decide to use them like this, and my little bird is gonna go on them. And I still need to find my little sentiments and the rest of the stuff I'm going to decorate with. And then I need to decide if I'm going to layer up this guy. So I still have 2 birds if it doesn't work, okay? So this is going to be a test run here. So let me get foam squares on the back of here first of all. Then I can lay it down and see what it looks like. I'm gonna put one there. Perfect. Okay. Now, say I put this here. See what it looks like. Yeah, I think I am still going to do that. I like it. Okay, so let me get the sticker off of here. And I always like to add wet glue here. Just allows me to be able to move it around a little bit if I need to. And it helps it stay down. Since I'm going to be sending these out, I want to make sure that they stay. Okay, let me put this back on here. And I think I just stuck it right in the middle, so I think that's just what I'm gonna do. Yes, I like it. I do. That'll look good. All right. And on the one, this one does not have any washi around the edges, so I'm gonna just go ahead and commit to gluing this. I need to leave a little room down here for my sentiment. Got this pack of stickers I got at the Dollar Tree. And I think I can probably use these. These are really pretty, actually. This one is going to go up here. I'm going to use that for this one with the double layered peacock. Then I'll put my little sentiment down here. Thinking I'm gonna use maybe one of these. Let me get these out. Take Me Anywhere. That's pretty too. I think I'm going to use this one. Take Me Anywhere. Okay. And it does have sticky on the back. Let's see. And it's popped up on some foam. And it's a pretty good chipboard piece. But this is chipboard too. So I will add a piece of foam to the back of that. Where'd my foam go? Here we go. Just cut this in half. Put that right there. So then that will go there and there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these two things down. Let me do this one first. Oops. It's much easier for me to get inspired when I have something to look at and I have to try to match it than to try to reimagine it all from scratch myself. That's where I struggle quite a bit. Okay, then the bird, I'm just gonna put the glue right on the back of the bird. And I did print this out using some photo paper. It is a thicker photo paper that I got on Amazon. So it does print good quality. I printed it good quality. Okay. This is so pretty. Okay. There's one. There's that one. And that bird is extra. Then this one, I think I'll put here. And then I'm going to put... Let's see, let me find my sentiment I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna use this. Let's see. And it'll just say, take me somewhere nice. Okay, let me put some foam on there. All right, I think those will be good. Yeah, I like that. I'll just do kind of like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and put the bird down first. And then this will go like there. All right. Let me look for some washi now and hope I can find something that's going to match. And I need to put washi on this one. So I do not have any with rounded edges. And I don't think any of these are going to be good. Let's see. No, definitely not. Let's see if I got anything in here. Let's see, do I have a smaller? Let me see if I have a smaller. And I don't have to cut this up. I'll use that one. Okay. I think I'm going to put it in just a smidge from the edge. Just okay. Get my scissors. Okay, then do this. Get this to stick down really good. Okay. I have never used my washi tape in this way, so this is fun to try. I've been trying to do some journaling, and I've been using this thinner washi, like to create some borders on my pages, which I really like. It's fun. All right. All right, didn't quite get that lined up, but that's okay. It's not going to be perfect. Okay. And then I got one more piece to put down here. Forget. Oh. Hopefully this is going to stay stuck down. Oh, I didn't quite get that covered up. Oh. The nice thing about washi, you can build it up like that. Okay. Hard to go around the corners. And that, let me get that looking just a little. I just don't like that harsh corner there. Okay. Perfect. All right, I'm liking it so far. This is the sample, and there are gold hearts on here with some enamel dots. And I'm gonna need to see if I can find maybe something, maybe that I already have cut out, punched out, that might be that small size. All right, I'm gonna go on the hunt and I will be back. So on the sample, there are these hearts on here with the aqua enamel dots or diamond dots. And on mine, I think I'm gonna go with these sequins, gold sequins. And I'm gonna put a little clear gemmy on there. So then I'll probably put them, I'll put one maybe here and maybe one up here. And I'm gonna see what it looks like. Because I am not going to get, I'm not gonna get a heart out and cut it out because I just don't have any readily available, and I want to use, oh man, there's a bubble. I want to use some things that I already have, you know, that I can use. All right, let's do this way. Sequin. And I'm also thinking I might add a tassel, or I don't know if I have any tassels that will look right on here. Or at least a tie or a piece of seam binding or ribbon or something up there. And I know trying to send flat mail, you don't want to put a lot of that extra stuff on things when you're sending flat mail. That looks cute. Maybe it needs something down here, but I think I'm maybe inclined to just leave it the way it is for now. I don't know. And I also found these I had already cut out in gold, so I thought that might add a little extra splash of gold on there. Do I like that one or this one? I'm thinking probably that one because it's a little more florally looking, and the other one is kind of, I don't know, like almost industrial looking, or like a snap or something. Okay, I'm liking that. Looks good. Now I am not going to decorate the back side because Brian didn't decorate the back side. So I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay, so I'm going to let these all dry. I'm going to work on the other one. Then I'm going to find something to put up here running through the hole. Maybe some seam binding or ribbon. And here's what the other one is looking like. Here's the sample, what Brian made. And I think I'll go ahead and glue this on here like I did the other one. Okay. And I'm gonna go see if I can find some enamel dots that would look good on here. Maybe in this peachy pink color here. I think I'm gonna go with these. They are sparkly, but I think they will look pretty. And either color, but I'm gonna go with this one. I think I'm gonna do a big one down here, like maybe there. Probably should put some glue on it. I don't trust these things to stay down, but so let me just do one here. A little one up here. Okay. Do the medium one here. And then the small one there. Pretty. I like it. All right. There's that one. So here's what we've got so far. There's my 2 tags. Here is Brian's, and here's the one I made using the inspiration from his tag. Okay, and then the other one. These were a lot of fun. And although I did not have these really pretty peacock stickers or ephemera pieces, I did go and print off a digital because I don't have a lot of Maggie Holmes digital or ephemera anything. So I'm happy with what I came up with. And I'm going to put the finishing touches on these with something going through the holes. Do a little tag topper on here. Okay, there we go. Get okay, and you could put like a little dangle or something through there. That would be cute. All right, I think I am done. Uh-oh, my little gem is sliding out of place. Okay, here we go. There's my tags. I like how they turned out. Super cute. Here's Brian's. The back's just plain, and then I did add the seam binding just to finish it off. And here's the other one. So fun. Changed it up a little bit. All right. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Brian, for participating and providing me the inspiration to make these. Thanks for participating in my challenge. And thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you in my next video. I believe I have another package on the way. So that will be not until next week. So this will be all I will be doing for my challenge this weekend. So thanks everyone. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.